Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more Bridge. I already started the match. I I tried to record the intro in the match creation screen, but then I realized my mic was muted. So here we are. We have like an average hand here, exactly average, right? We have 10 points out of the total 40 in the deck. Partner's hand is slightly below average. East's two spades shows a weak hand with a lot of spades, like typically six. Not super weak, but like below average for sure. The idea is to get in our way, so like I would love to bid one heart here, but East has made that illegal by bidding two spades. So if you have a weak hand but a strong suit, you can kind of make life difficult for the opponents by taking up some of their space. And that's what two spades does. I think I'm worth a double here, but I don't think I can chance three hearts. It just shows more stuff than I have. I'd prefer to bid hearts because that shows at least five, whereas double often is only four. But a double is a pretty flexible bid and conveys close enough to the hand that I have. All right, West has raised to four spades, saying he has quite a few spades as well, typically like four or so. And sometimes you could bid this planning to make it, but probably not with my partner and I doing all this bidding. Probably this bid is a sacrifice, right? He's saying, go ahead, I'm ready to go down in four spades. I'll take some bruises, but like we can't easily get to the right game that way. Joke's on him. I don't know if we had a right game, so I'm happy to take the plus here. Hopefully, anyway. I mean, he's going to have a lot of shape. He might actually be hoping to make this. Right? Like, East has six spades, and it's kind of looking like he has only one heart, to be honest. So that leaves him with six minor suit cards. Hopefully most of them are... Oh, geez, I don't know. This is looking real bad, actually. Obviously, I'm winning this with the jack. I'm just trying to figure out what I do next. You know, one line I could try would be leading a trump. I feel like that's probably too little too late. I could try cashing some hearts, but they're not gonna cash, so what's the point? I guess I'll just lead a... is there any way that being passive could hurt me? I guess the hearts could be a threat for some kind of club heart squeeze against partner, but I have the hearts guarded, so that's not really a concern. I think I'll just lead trump. Yeah, as predicted. Now we get a diamond back? No, a club. Interesting. Declare has the jack of clubs here, which is too bad. At this point, I have the privilege of choosing which hand Declare wins this trick in. I'm never going to take a club trick, but if I play low, he kind of has to win it in his hand. If I play the queen, he has to win it in dummy. Sadly, I don't think I care very much one way or the other. Right? He's roughed, what, a single heart in hand? He has four spades left. Oh yeah, it's like super doesn't matter. All of dummy's clubs are good. He just has to draw trump and ruff a heart, so I can give up at this point. Yeah, I'll just do that. You can have all the tricks. So, kind of unlucky that we doubled them and then they made an over trick. You know, maybe worse than that is that we actually could make like, well, can we make any 5-level contracts? It doesn't look like it. They might have to defend well to beat it, but they can beat it. Like if we play 5 hearts, they can start with either East leads a club or West leads a spade to East, who then leads a club. and we can't draw trump in time to pitch clubs, or they could collect some diamond ruffs. Yeah. So I don't know. We can't make 5, but it would be better than giving up 690, that's for sure. It seems like a likely plus. 4 spades there is usually not a very powerful hand. It's more of like a shapely hand where he's trying to stop us from bidding our game. That's some of the power of that kind of bid, though, is that you can never be sure. Sometimes they've actually got it, you know? It's not exactly a bluff, so to speak, in the poker sense. But it is kind of a two-way thing where you like have A or B, and that's kind of like a lot of bidding systems are kind of focused around describing your hand relatively tightly so that your partner knows where to place the contract. And if you both go back and forth describing your hand, your opponents have a pretty good idea what you have too. But here, 2 spades is the kind of bid that describes one hand so well that the other hand can just like pick a contract, and you don't really know why the other hand picked that contract. Anyway, we're giving up in 2 spades here. Partner says he has a mediocre hand that can tolerate spades. I'm not encouraged to bid any more than this. He does have very good clubs, though. I'm not sure how much good I can make of them. I'm just going to try drawing trump, but they're not going to let me enjoy these clubs. Yeah. All right, well, I'll see if I can get one useful pitch. They're going to rough this, but I'm hoping that the person roughing it might have to rough it with a spade they were going to win a trick with anyway. In which case they're kind of spending a winner to while I discard a loser. That hasn't really happened, though. That 10 was not winning a trick otherwise. So we're going to take about 6 tricks here, maybe 7 if we're pretty lucky, but I don't think we are. Yeah, they're not stupid. Did I do something wrong with my tempo here? Given that East's hearts were all kind of falling at the end, I wonder if I could have arranged to drop them sooner, right? No, I guess not. It feels bad that, like, at the end, like, on this last trick, I had a heart winner, but I wasn't on lead, but I don't think there was anything I really could have done about it. This is an average hand, or an okay hand, a bit above average, enough to open. I don't have 5 spades, which is what you need to bid spades, so I'm bidding clubs. Partner's got at least 4 hearts. I've got exactly 4 spades. Partner's 2 diamonds is a bit of a weird bid. Not like... It's a very normal thing to bid, but it might seem weird if you're new to bridge. This is just kind of a... He doesn't say anything about diamonds. It's just like a generic... You know, there are a lot of hands that don't have a clear thing to bid unless you have 2 diamonds available. And so 2 diamonds is just like a good hand that can't do anything else. In this case, he was hoping to find out if I have 3 hearts, because he has 5 and 8 is a good number. Since I said I do, he's going to just put us in a heart game. 4 club tricks, 2 aces, that's 6. I need 4 hearts. That's very easy to accomplish. So, at first glance, the contract seems excellent. The main thing to worry about would be maybe trump could break very badly, or the opponents could take a club rough if the clubs break, like 5-1 or something. So I could consider not taking the trump finesse if it helps me avoid the club rough. Like, East has led the 10, which he would only do if he were short in club. So he either has just the 10 or the 10 and 1 other club. So there is a little bit of danger that West will get in and give East a club rough at some point. So for that reason, we can consider, instead of taking the trump finesse, just banging down ace and another to try to reduce the number of trumps the opponents have as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's kind of one of those situations where if the trump finesse is working, you don't really need it, so you shouldn't take it. Right? If East has the king of hearts, then I could finesse against it and not lose any hearts if there are 3-2. But if he has the king of hearts, then they're not getting any club ruffs anyway, so it doesn't matter to me if they happen to win the king of hearts. So I think this is one of those hands where you should lay down the ace of hearts. This will help you if West was dealt singleton king or king third. In the former case, because you don't lose a heart, and in the latter case, because you don't lose a club ruff. Does it matter which hand I win in? Not really, but I have more club entries in this hand. I don't want to use up that hand's only club entry, maybe? I don't know. It would be nice to be able to ruff a diamond here for an 11th trick, but I don't want to worry too much about that. Just like it's not that big a deal. It would be equally nice to be able to get an extra spade trick. If East has the king of spades, then the queen would hold here. Or he could pop with the king, in which case I would play low and later discard a diamond on the queen of spades. But that hasn't happened. Yeah, there's really nothing for it here but to claim my 10 tricks. We're going to lose a diamond no matter what, but the other one's discarded on a club. This is a kind of interesting hand, actually. It's the kind of hand where I might be inclined to like preempt with 3 diamonds. Like, remember that weak hand with the largest number of diamonds we were talking about earlier? It's a pretty dangerous spot to do it in, though, and the opponents are bidding suits that I don't really mind if they want to declare them. But what I think makes this hand kind of weird is that I only have 1 heart, and neither of them is bidding hearts, right? But if partner had 5 hearts, he's probably strong enough that he could have bid something. So partner probably only has 4 hearts. Which tells me that West and East each have 4 hearts, probably. So I know they have a heart fit that they could find, and 3 diamonds makes it pretty hard for them to find it. But I could get absolutely clobbered in 3 diamonds, I think. I just don't think it's worth it. They'll find their way to hearts or something, and or no trump, sure. Okay, so partner did have 5 hearts, but wasn't strong enough to bid anything. I guess that makes sense. I mean, East has 16 and West has like average 13. That's 29. I have 7 is 36. So partner has like an ace and nothing else, more or less, like give or take. So right off the bat, I can tell you we're not going to beat 3 no trump. What tricks are we going to take? A spade. A minor suit, probably. You know, whatever partner's ace is. They're probably making 4 or 5 here. I played the queen there just as like a matter of good practice. You know, maybe it's a chicken play, but suppose that West's holding was like king 9-8. You don't want to let him put in the 9 and win it. So by playing the queen, you force out one of his honors, and you save your jack to play after dummy, right? After dummy has decided not to play the ace, then you play the jack. You could try playing low, but that's just like greedy for no obvious benefit. I don't see any universe where you win 2 spade tricks, so what's the point? I'll try a diamond. I don't know. That's like never gonna work though, right? But like, what's a club gonna accomplish? Maybe I just passively exit with a spade so that I don't give Declare any hints about what's going on in the minor suits? Sure. Okay, Declare has King X of Hearts as well, probably. Partner had only one diamond. There were 6 here, 3 there. So Declarer has 3. Started with 3, so has only the Jack remaining. Okay. So my diamonds are all winners if I could get in, but I obviously won't. Am I miscounting? No. I see. Now that I've discarded the 10 of diamonds, he considers me safe to lose the lead to so that I have to lead clubs for him. Sure. Doesn't seem to have made any difference. Where the hell is the ace of clubs? Nobody was winning it. Yeah, Declare was playing as though he didn't have the ace of clubs. That was why he wanted me to lead. In case I have the ace, I have to lead towards the king, which does him a favor. But then, like, I don't know. Nobody won the ace. You know, so I guess that makes sense. But somehow Declare ended up not getting the King of Hearts. I guess it comes out in the wash, though, because if he had won it, he wouldn't have won a club at the end. He could have tried leading up to the king, but that's pretty dangerous, so I understand he wouldn't. So they actually only took 9 tricks. Better than I guessed. This is not a good enough hand to bid anything on. And we're defending again. Now this, I talked about how on a previous one, like, I led partner's suit instead of leading a good honor sequence. I think it was yesterday's episode. Maybe it was the first episode. I don't remember. Or the second. Who knows? But I had like Jack 10-9 X of diamonds, and partner had bid hearts and then doubled a heart Q bid. And I was like, okay, I'll lead you free in hearts, partner. And it turned out to be wrong. At the other table, the robot led Jack 10-9 X of diamonds, and it was worth an extra trick. I think this is not the same situation. Like, partner has not expressed a very strong preference for clubs. If I have something smart to do, he's perfectly happy for me to do it, I imagine. I mean, he hasn't had a chance to express a very strong preference, but I shouldn't just slavishly lead what he bid, is all I'm saying. Here, I have good ideas of my own. I'm going to lead them. This is a very attractive position to lead, or suit to lead from. All right, partner has determined that we are going to be taking exactly 2 tricks, and we better get them before they go away. I don't know, maybe he has a diamond winner or 2. That would be nice, but probably not. Well, he has ace. He could have the king of diamonds. But he just wants to get the hearts and clubs before something bad happens to them. And we'll see if partner has any diamonds to go with them. Surely not 2, right? I guess it could happen. If partner had like king, queen, X of diamonds, but he doesn't. I think we could concede at this point, right? But I'm not totally sure, so I won't. All right, Gibb doesn't even want his ace of diamonds. He must have all of the tricks locked up here. I'm starting to lose track. What happened in clubs? This is not a useful card. Oh, it is. It's. I don't know. I guess Declare has only trumps left, right? So of course it's not useful. Get out of here. Interesting hand. You guys should have seen the face I made at this one. Just slightly quizzical, I guess, not like shocked. But East is opening a heart, showing at least 5 hearts and a reasonable hand. It's a surprise to hear that when I have 5 hearts, of course. Even more so is to have 11 cards and 2 suits. That's not like a totally unheard of thing, but it's pretty rare. Usually you would like to be doing some bidding on a hand like that. But with one of your 5 card suits being the opponent's suit, it's like not that appealing. I could bid 3 clubs here. I don't know. I guess I will. We're white against red. The scoring encourages aggression at these colors. Alright, don't pass, please. Thank you. Oh my god, partner's competing. Okay. Okay. Wow. That's a hand, partner. 6 club tricks, probably, unless we're very unlucky. And 3 over here. That's 9. So if we want a 10th trick, we have to ruff a heart at some point. Or else, actually, we might be able to just win one by force eventually? No, not if we... If we use the ace and king of spades to pitch a heart, which is reasonable, then by the time we've set up the heart suit, there won't be any cards left in it to win. I don't know. I guess they're setting up the hearts for me to give West a ruff, which seems like a reasonable plan for them. But it means I have no heart losers left, right? I can throw 1 on the spade and ruff this one and win this one. So I guess I should think about what happens if Trump are 4-0. Because that's the only scenario I need to worry about here. Or, well, yeah. If West still has Jack third of clubs remaining, then when I play the ace, I'll play a club to the king. He'll still win a club. But importantly, he'll only win 1 club. So I don't think I can do any worse than making 4 by over-ruffing. And if I don't over-ruff, making 4 is the absolute best I can do. So clearly I should be over-ruffing here. And if... Wait, yeah, so this drops the jack, right? Yeah. I'll just claim the remainder here. So we made 5. I'm not sure if we were entitled to make 5. I guess with Trump 3-1... I think their best line might have been to lead Trump, but East can't continue leading Trump when he gets in. So I think I always make 5, is that right? Yeah. Leading spades holds us to 4, actually. Why on earth is that? What? Because it takes away one of my dummy entries to lead a red suit with? Maybe the main line is about setting up dummy as diamonds, not setting up declare as hearts. And a spade takes away an entry for that? A late entry? Yeah, with diamonds 3-3, I guess that's an easy line to take, is to just set up the diamonds, right? You play ace of diamonds, ruff a diamond, king of clubs, queen of clubs, ace of clubs, ruff another diamond, cross the spades, and the diamonds are all good now. Huh. And a spade breaks that up. Okay. Here we have 14 points and a balanced hand. I'm trying to think if there's any excuse to upgrade this and claim to have 15 points. Because I just love opening 1 no trump. It's just such a convenient bid that good auctions flow out of it. It gets in the way of the opponents. You don't reveal too much unless you need to. I remember many years ago, I was starting to play with a new partner. And we were playing strong no trump for a while, which is the style, the popular style in America, although I feel like the weak no trump is making inroads, which is that, 1 no trump shows 15 to 17. The style that I prefer to play is 1 no trump showing kind of a mediocre hand, 12 to 14. But anyway, for a while we were playing 15 to 17. And I was kind of I was upgrading a lot of hands to be worth 1 no trump. And it frustrated my partner, who was kind of like a stickler for not exactly correctness or compliance, but like adherence to the plan. And anyway, eventually I introduced her to the weak no trump, and we started playing that. And she saw me start downgrading hands to bid one no trump when I had like 15. And she was like, "Oh, I get it. He doesn't like upgrading. He just likes bidding one no trump." Which is true. I don't think I can really justify bidding one no trump here. I have some lead values, like my hand likes to be declarer. I have a good honor sequence in diamonds, but the hand is just overall not all that amazing. I should bid one diamond, do the principled thing. And it's worked out. Partners bid a spade. We've found our spade fit. East has bid one no trump. Wow, really? Gib doesn't play this as sandwich. He plays this as like actually showing a strong no trump hand. Even though he knows that my partner and I have like the majority of the points, he just plays this as like, come and get me, you jerks. It's very rare to hold a hand that wants to bid this, and even if you have such a hand, you often get doubled and go down. Yeah, I think I should punish this, right? Well, I can pass. Partner can punish if he wants. Double would show more stuff. In particular, East's bid includes the King of Spades. That's his spade stop. And that's not a good card for him right now, because I have the ace and the queen. So I just don't really see him taking that many tricks. But I'll let partner decide. I'll show some respect. More than partner deserves as a robot. But I try most of the time to like treat the robots like people, because what matters is how I behave when I play with people. Anyway, he's followed up with 2 clubs. I'll show him that I have spades. What? Oh my god, are you kidding me? He thinks I was supposed to raise with any 4-card spade suit. And I was supposed to double with any 3-card spade suit. And now he thinks that I only have 2 spades. And there's just going to be no convincing him ever. Even if I jump to 4 spades, he's going to be like, oh, that's a weird bid, partner, when you only have 2 spades and you know I might only have 4. Wonder what's up with that. Maybe we better run back to diamonds. So now you have to like figure out how to salvage this auction, which has gone off the rails due to Gibbs' stupid systems. I mean, what can I even do? I guess 2 no trump is the closest thing to describing my hand. Which is just the absolute worst. We're contracting for 9 tricks here in no trump when we could just double the shit out of East. Right? If we're taking 9 tricks, that means they're taking 4. We could have gotten 800 from them for taking that many tricks. And we could have had the lead. Now we're only getting 600. And if we miss by 1, we lose a ton of points. Whereas like if we beat them by only 2 in no trump, it's like, you know, we had 500 instead of 800. Big deal. Now if we take only 8 tricks, we like lose 100 instead of gaining 600. So this is really just awful. Why would you not double here? You know I have 12. You have 10. You think that I only have 2 spades, so we don't even have a fit. We should just absolutely cream them. I mean, good news. They've led a spade. I guess that's good news. We've got a chance. We could have collected, like, a gigantic penalty against 1 no trump with much less stress. This is why it doesn't pay to trust the robots, even though you should. I'm not sure which spade to play here. East... If he has king and jack and 8, I don't think I can stop him from taking a trick, right? Like he goes 10, jack, queen. Later I lead the 9, king, ace, and then his 8 is good over my 7. So what if he doesn't have the 8? If he just has like king, jack, tight? Well, in that case, it doesn't matter what I do. What if he has King X seems pretty unlikely. But in that case, it also doesn't really matter, and I should just play low? Okay. Alright, that's good news, isn't it? Because now if he has, like, the Jack 8 remaining, I can actually run the 10, and then the 9 will win. But what we really need to go after here is clubs. I'm just not sure how to go about it. I need to go after clubs while also preserving a late entry to dummy. I guess the spades might provide a late entry. Let's double check points, right? East has every single card. Yeah. West might have a jack, but that's it, and probably not. So I don't know. I guess it's sort of safe enough to use. What I'd like to do is use one of my red suit entries to create more tricks in a black suit, but I'm not sure which of either to do that in. I could play a club to the queen, ace. Later get in with, say, a diamond, run the 10. But then if he has ace-jack fourth, I can't actually handle it. So I could try to cross with a diamond, run the 10, then run the 9, then play the king. That way, he doesn't win a second trick with ace-jack fourth, but he can solve that problem by popping with the ace on the first club. Then I don't have enough entries to enjoy the clubs. So what if instead I work on spades? That gives me another entry back to the dummy with the 9. I think that is a better idea. Really? Is this West's 10? West's jack? No, it's not. Okay, so now I'm already in dummy, and I have another dummy entry back in spades. The queen is going to drop the jack, and then I can cross to the 9. So this is a perfect time to run the 10 of clubs. There's the jack. And now we're just going to work on setting up the queen and 9. And so this is like, I don't know. This is another reason that this one no trump bid is not a good system. Like, even if you don't end up getting doubled for 1,000,000 points, your opponents have a perfect roadmap to how to play the hand, and they're going to do great. It doesn't matter whether I play the 9 or the 5 here. I have only winners in every suit. So I'll just claim. So we got 630 here, but can you imagine if they tried to declare this pile of garbage? How many tricks are they taking? Like, partner leads a club, and declare wins it, I guess. Goes ducks a heart, try to set up that suit. We win it. We lead a spade, which we win. We cross in clubs, lead another spade. If the spade that is led is low, by the way, I don't know. It's kind of hard to find. Double dummy declare does have a spade stopper, right? For the reasons we talked about. The 10 forces the jack, the 9 forces the king, and then the 8's a winner. But double dummy, like, I don't know. If the defense can figure out what's going on, they can lead the 3, and declare will not be inclined to put in the 8. He'll play the jack, probably. And then he's actually toast. But it's hard for North to find that play. Leading the 10 seems pretty good in that position. I think. Doesn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. Like, what if declare has ace jack X? Ace Jack 8. Don't you have to lead the 10? No. Okay, so the 10 feels natural, but I think the 3 is actually better. Anyway, in one no trump, we're going to take probably like 4 clubs, 2 hearts, a diamond, and like 3 spades, 3 or 4 spades. So what was that? 4, 5, 7, 10 or 11 tricks? Yeah. I mean, he would be minus 1100 or something, which would be way better than our 630. Anyway, let's move on. Partner has a weak hand with a very long diamond suit. I don't see any reason to get involved here. You can have it, partner. We're going to lose 1 spade, 1 club, and some number of diamonds. At least 1. Perhaps more than 1. Right. If the diamonds are divided 2-2, we'll lose only 1. Otherwise, we'll lose more than 1. However, there is an improvement to that plan available. We can try to avoid losing the club. East's lead of the king of spades strongly hints that he has the queen as well. And so I can later lead up to the jack of spades and win a trick with it. And pitch, well, either win a trick with it immediately, losing no spades, or else win a trick with it later, pitching a club. So that's the overall theme of this hand, is like, there's just some details to work out. Mostly the timing, right? Like, how many trumps can I afford to play when I'm doing this? Not very many is the answer. Can I afford to duck this spade? I think I can. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if I duck the spade and they switch to clubs, then I'll have some trouble getting a pitch. Unless spades are 3-3, because I won't be able to finish drawing trump in time. But what if I win it and play a diamond and then a spade? I have the same problem, right? Well, not necessarily. Then they might be roughing with a winner. So I think my line here is ace of spades, ace of diamonds, spade. On the other hand, doesn't that kind of risk going down even when trump were splitting? If West roughs the 3rd spade with like the jack. No, because I can pitch a club when that happens. That seems fine. So like in isolation, I would love to like attack diamonds before going after spades, but I just don't have time. The clubs are I need to get rid. If I give up the lead in diamonds without working on spades, they can play a club. Then when I attack spades, they'll just win it and play another club. And the fact that I have the jack of spades as a winner won't do me any good anymore. There'll be no losers to play on it. So I have to go after the spades first, even though I don't love it. I'm thrilled to see this heart return. It makes my life so much simpler. I think I'm like guaranteed now. Okay, trump were 2-2 after all. So we're going to make an over trick. Nice. We get to pitch the club. Spades were 3-3. Okay, every line in the world would have worked. All right. How'd we do? God, I hope the robots didn't find a way to double them at the other table, because I feel like that was what I would absolutely do playing with a human, but the robots constrained me by saying you have to play this dumb system. Yeah, we lost by 3. They found their way to a different game on that board. Oh, they saved an under trick here, huh? Or an over trick, I mean? Did you find the spade lead trick 1? No, you let a club. Wait, what? Oh, Declare misguessed the clubs. I see. He played the king instead of playing low. Which seems insane. This is, again, not a mistake a human would be likely to make. People very rarely lead at trick 1 a small card from a suit in which they have the ace. So you might as well play low here and hope that the player has the queen. Playing the king is like almost a 0% play. But Gib doesn't think like that. So he just misguessed the clubs and took fewer tricks. Nothing we did wrong there. And that was, in fact, the margin of defeat. It was just like, the winds of fate or whatever decreed that we should lose. Here, they went down 1 fewer in 2 spades. Worked on establishing the hearts instead of trying to cash clubs, I guess? No. Oh! I wasn't counting trumps carefully enough. Well... So first of all, I didn't realize that my 7 was higher than West's 6. I didn't realize at this point... Like, I pitched a diamond, didn't I? But isn't that fine? What's wrong here? Don't you just play a diamond? Ruffed. Oh, I see. East has only hearts to return. The normal play here would be to win the ace and return a heart. And East has only hearts to return. How did that happen? I guess... I see. Gib actually kind of like attacked diamonds in a way that is very weird to me. Maybe it was correct, but it would not occur to me. I guess his idea... Okay, it makes some sense. His idea was to... This heart suit is not one you want to lead. You want the opponents to lead it for you. And... if you can just play enough rounds of diamonds, eventually the opponents will run out, and they'll have to lead hearts. Right? East never discarded any diamonds. 4 rounds of diamonds were played. We played ace and then another one. East won and returned a 3rd round, which we discarded on instead of roughing, so that they would still have to stay on lead. Only when they... West led a heart, which is, like, fine. And then on the last diamond, we finally rough in and exit a heart. At this point, they have no way to prevent us getting the last heart. I ruined this play in 2 different ways. First, by... Where is it? Here? Yeah. First, by discarding a diamond instead of over-roughing, I made it harder for myself to continue diamonds. I didn't see that as an important objective, so I wasn't concerned about it. But then I led hearts myself twice, which I kind of had to do because of the first mistake, I guess. So really, it was just one mistake that kind of compounded itself by necessity. I took 2 extra tricks against 3 no trump here, huh? Why? Yeah, Gib also splits. He switched to a diamond, whereas I continued spades. Both lines double dummy result in declarer getting 11 tricks, but playing a diamond makes it easier for declarer to guess the suit correctly. And that made him comfortable enough that he could cash everything. Oh, and then also Gib discarded all the diamonds. So once everybody has only clubs left, it's perfectly safe to just play a club up to the king. So that's the second trick given up by this approach. Okay. Here we gained 2 imps for declaring instead of defeating 3 spades. Yeah, it's not totally crazy to pass. I was certainly considering doing it. 1 no trump feels a bit off to me. It's a pretty strong hand, and also a pretty suity hand to be bidding no trump with. I would prefer 2 diamonds. Given the partner did bid 1 no trump, you kind of want to compete in clubs, but you're not like dying to do so. Partner's hand doesn't have to be this suitable. Yeah, so the bidding 2 clubs got us into a position where we could find the right auction, the right contract rather. I was right that we... No, this is... There was some hand where I was trying to evaluate whether we always make 11 tricks or something, but it wasn't that one. Oh, it was this one, right? Yeah, but I can't easily ask... Excuse me. Can't easily ask the computer because there are no tables where the contract was played at diamonds or hearts north-south. But I think we can be held to like 9 tricks or something, which is minus 500 at the 5 level. If we play in diamonds, it's better, I guess. We get 6 diamonds. They can't take any diamond refs because diamonds are trump. We lose 1 heart, 1 spade, and 1 club, so we take 10 tricks that way, maybe? Yeah, that sounds right. So that would be the best contract for us. Well... They're only supposed to make 5. Oh, right. That's how many they made at my table. At the other table, they made only 6 because of misguessing the clubs. Or they made only 4, rather. Yeah. So... We have this concept of the par contract, which is suppose that every player at the table could see every card and could think perfectly clearly what would be the final result. And so comparing, if you do better than par, you like kind of on average, I mean, I don't know. Par is not the best way to measure average because something that works when everybody can see all the cards is not necessarily something that will happen at a lot of tables. But it's a reasonable yardstick. So here the par result would be north-south declaring 5 diamonds doubled down 2, I think. Because east-west can make 5 spades, but not... Oh no, declaring 6 diamonds doubled down 2, I mean. East-west can bid 5 spades, which would score 450. But we can sacrifice in 6 diamonds down 2 for 300 to the opponents. So that would be the par result. We did much worse than that by doubling 4 spades, but it seems pretty natural, and the robots at the other table agreed. All right, anyway, that was Actually, you know what? I can show you guys, how do I... A recent, a match I played against a human, like this one. Or, I don't know. This one's actually fairly reasonable. Here, my counterpart... On both of these hands, my counterpart was overbidding quite... without any good reason. In this case, he or she got to a game that happens to make while I stayed low. And then in the next case, I stayed in game, and my counterpart bid a slam that's not good. I don't think you can describe it as completely hopeless, but it's very bad. You need some kind of miracle, I think. So those two hands kind of canceled out, and then on this hand, I guess I just declared it better? I don't remember what happened here. Maybe I got lucky. Because I made 3 diamonds, and that didn't happen at the other table. Oops, come back. Okay. I got a diamond rough. Oh, did they forget to rough high at the other table? Yes, that's exactly... No? Yeah... Wait... What? The auction was the same at both tables. Okay, so here's the first blunder. 2-3 ace instead of winning like the 4, which is what I did. And now suddenly you don't have enough diamond values to rough high later. You have to rough low and get over roughed. Okay, so this completely boneheaded play lost the contract for no good reason. Even though most of the time you wouldn't expect it to matter, it happened to matter this time. And here, I guess I just took one more trick in 4 spades due to, I played the diamond suit better, that's right. Anyway, so, I don't know. Hands with other humans are definitely more, not hands, matches with other humans are definitely more swingy. A lot of stuff happens in them. You know, here's an example where I just, like, wiped the floor with my opponent. I don't really remember this one. It was several days ago now. But just like completely unjustifiable bidding. Actually, this is not the worst bidding I've ever seen. 6 hearts is pretty optimistic, but I think you're justified in at least kind of looking around for a slam. You could bid like 4 spades or something to see if partner wants to cooperate. And he will not. Is this a good slam or a bad slam? It's not very good. Anyway, so this is why I like to play against the robots, because the reasons that you win and lose imps are mostly due to making better or worse decisions than the other table, not just to like the other table making a completely insane decision that sometimes happens to work and sometimes doesn't. It's like they made a different reasonable decision usually, and you can kind of look at that and say, can I learn anything from this? Anyway, a little rant here just to pad out the episode to 55 minutes like all my bridge episodes. Ugh. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.